Jurors, hearken your verdict as the court records that you, upon your oath, say the defendant on 001 is not guilty, on 002 is guilty of operating under the influence of liquor, and 003 not guilty. Thank you.
3 years of following the Karen Read case is now done. 3 years where I personally have believed this woman to be innocent since I saw the famous picture of the arm on a Legal Vices stream. I talked to Jamie, my co-host, said, this looks weird. A year since we were here after a hung jury, dumbfounded that they couldn't see what we saw. 2 years of being called fat, stupid, ugly, grifter, whatever else in the book by a small but very, very vicious group of people who I call either the Smurfs, the Antis, or the short bus people. And one day since Karen Read had justice, Karen Read was found not guilty in murdering John O'Keefe. This woman has had it about as worse as you can have it. Constant hate sent to her by the same small group that has been fighting everyone who dared say Karen Read didn't do it. A group of people who I don't know who they have connections to. We all heard rumors. But it seemed like they acted on behalf of people in Canton, Massachusetts. And they made it worth going on the twit every day and make fun of them. Because I hoped, because I don't trust a jury, but I hoped that finally the jury could see what we all saw. The police didn't investigate how John died. They closed one eye and looked at Karen. Probably best example by Proctor being on 2020 yesterday. Hey, buddy, you got fat. Saying he wouldn't do anything differently today. Proctor, I'm not a massively overpaid MSP CPD police officer, but I would maybe have taken some establishing photo shots to prove the crime scene. I might have used real evidence containers. None of that came to mind that you would have liked that differently. I might have gone into the house. Because even though Karen had justice yesterday, John didn't. If Karen had been found guilty, that would have been dancing on the grave of John O'Keefe. That would have been another injustice done to that man. But the jury got it right. The defense did the right thing. They put a clean, compromising OUI in there. I know some of the Antis are trying to say, well, she was found guilty. She was found guilty in a misdemeanor. She's not going to prison. All you people told us she's going to prison forever. She's going to die in prison. That's what you hope for. I read some of the vile physical threats people were writing on Twitter yesterday. I hope that if Massachusetts want to be taken serious again, that at least a few of these absolute morons is going to be picked up on witness intimidation charges and threats against Karen Read. Because yesterday we had people saying they were going to hurt her. What are we going to do on this channel after this? Because this has been such a big part of my channel and my growth. Well, I'm going to keep an eye on Canton because we still have injustice done. Aiden, who kind of put this case on the map, is still having his BS charges against him. So we're going to keep an eye on that. I'm going to mine the salt as hard as I can. I already have put more bookmarks on the twats about all of the stupid takes these people are having. I'm going to cover that as well. But other than that, I'm back to normal, covering smaller, weirder cases out there. Karen Read is one of those cases, like a JD, like a Rittenhouse, that comes along every now and again that has all of it. They had a clearly innocent defendant. They had a clearly botched investigation by the police. They had a highly competent defense team and a very dislikable prosecution team. Will we find another one like this, maybe 2, 3, 4 years down the road? Until then, like the train, I'm just going to be chugging along. Thank you all so much for helping me getting through this. Thank you, Mo. Thank you, Valhalla. Thank you, Jamie. Thank you, Marissa. Thank you, Jemima. Thank you, all the mods. Brandon, Mod of the Year 2025. You made it bearable because it's a lot of long days and I'm just complaining as a streamer. Imagine what Karen Read has been through. Imagine what the jury has been through, who sat there for 3 months almost, couldn't look into any of the stuff we have looked into. Special thanks to Sleuthy Goosey, who I have stolen so many documents from on the interwebs. Amazing work she have done. Olivia, always a good follow on the twat to get the info. And we have to thank Aiden as well. Even when they brought the full force on Aiden, he stood up and said, I want justice for John O'Keefe. They like to demean him. They like to say, oh, the blogger. Aiden, you're the best journalist on this case. You have been very friendly coming on my channel 2 years ago, talked a little bit about the stuff. I've been told I do a lot of sexual favors for you, even though we haven't really talked since then, but I'm very impressed with what you have done on this case. And Karen Read, I hope that you can find some peace and quiet. I hope your family can find some peace and quiet. Your mom and dad has been with you through hell. No family, no parent should ever go through this. Karen Read was innocent. Karen Read is now proven innocent because no matter what any idiot tells you, he's not factually guilty. The American way is innocent until proven guilty. Karen Read was not proven guilty. Karen Read, therefore, is innocent. And all you hateful, disgusting people, I will mine the salt of you. But let's rejoice in the notion, no more Karen Read. Karen Read is free. I hope someday there will also be justice for John O'Keefe.